Welcome everybody to the adventures of Ray au Contraire II of Bourgeon. Last episode we had a fairly cool one. We played as Nui Karling, the imbecile idiot inheritor of our, I suppose, kingdom technically. Even though we were the emperor, obviously someone else was elected because this guy was a dumb idiot. Now, he, in his imbecile ways, became an extremist and then got himself burnt at the stake by the King of England, which I think is just an awesome little story out there. I do really like it when you get cool little stuff like that come out of the game, you know, like this little side character that we played as very briefly and won his own little adventure, and it was completely nuts. Now we're playing as Ray au Contraire II of Bourgeon, a 14-year-old boy who I just recorded a fucking 30-minute episode for and that my microphone decided to not work. So now I'm playing him again and I'm not at all bitter. Anyway, more to the point, he's a very good character, obviously prodigy. Now, a lot of you have pointed out that I'm introducing potentially a haphazard amount of genetic issues into the family tree right now. Specifically, we're deaf and unfruitful, and our betrothed, our soon-to-be wife, is short. Now, yes, that is an issue, and I agree with you fully, but prodigy is so valuable. You know, you can't overlook this. It's genius, but better. You know, I'm you, but better in every way. +6 to everything. However, with both parents having both got prodigy, both have the prodigy trait, that's a confusing way to phrase that, both of the parents are prodigies, right? So that means that the chance to inherit on the next generation is much higher than it would be normally. Doubled, in fact. So it doesn't really matter that they're deaf and that they're unfruitful and that they're short, because they've got a higher chance actually to inherit prodigy now than they have to inherit any of these other ones. If we have enough kids, ideally, we'll be able to get the prodigy without sacrificing the unfruitful, deaf, short, etc. traits that could be introduced into the next generation. Generation. So, what's the plan? Well, we've got to climb on the HRE, and I don't know how. One of you pointed out in the comments last episode, I didn't even notice at the time, but we've got to claim. Maybe it's something to do with if you're installed via a faction demand, because that's technically what it was. Emperor au Contraire led a faction of his own accord. It was his own faction, it just had him in it, and they actually managed to get the HRE via that method. Now, it doesn't matter too much, because we could just do exactly the same thing. We could go to the factions menu, we could start a faction for Ray au Contraire II of Bourgeon to be the emperor, and then just go for that round 2. But, you know, it's kind of interesting that we do have a claim on that. And again, it doesn't matter, because we could go to war, but that's pretty good nonetheless. Now, this character is currently in education to be a military leader. Now, I did sort of alluded it through grated teeth that I've already technically done this episode once, but my microphone decided to not work. We've got, it's because I had to fix the issue of the audio cutting out last episode that I mentioned anyway. Ever since I did that, the microphone's been fine. It works when it works, but when it doesn't work, like it literally nothing at all. So it's a step up, I guess, as long as I keep an eye on things. This dude is getting a military education. He's also got great diplomacy. He's got great learning. Now, in the previous broken, shattered timeline that we've reversed with the time stone, basically, we may not get as lucky as I got the first time because I got things like diligent. I got things like just. I got things. We had gregarious as well. We were just this nuts character. And when he got coronated, some dude came to his court and taught him some extra learning, which let him equip the magnum opus. Basically, he was just a great guy. This time around, though, the chance of that happening again is obviously incredibly slim. It's slow to happen anyway, so I mean, it's gambler's fallacy, because that has not actually had an effect on the game at all. But just statistically, it's not likely to happen, so that's kind of annoying that I lost out on that great character. But hey, I don't mind too much. Right, round 2 then, boys. So, yeah, that's funny. Last time we got ambitious. This time we get stubborn. Oh, okay. Thank you, CK2. That's very cool, balls. So, this time, fingers crossed we can get... What else do we get? Oh, yeah, okay, so we have conscientious. We got deceitful as well. Oh my god. We've got deceitful. Which is horrible, obviously. That's absolutely terrible. That's actually taken away from our very good stat. Oh my god, he's turned out shit this time, isn't he? He's going to turn out terrible. I actually did get diligent last time as well, and we got just, which was a fantastic combo. This time around, maybe not. But one thing I did forget to do last time, I will admit, and this is, you know, maybe the price I pay. Last time, I forgot that when we were 8 years old, supposedly we pledged peace to all of our vassals in the realm. If we go to war in that time, an offensive war, so we can still be declared war on by England, for example, and defend ourselves, but if we declare an offensive war, it's a -10 vassal opinion, we lose a shit ton of prestige and a shit ton of piety, and we also get vassal opinion -10 for, I think it was 10 years. Now, I fell into that trap last time of thinking, oh, we've got some claims, let's press them. I declared war, and actually we got a big event about how all our vassals hate us because I've broken that one. So I guess second time around we're fairly lucky. I won't spoil what else I did, but it was a fairly large war, let's put it that way. Do you want to compose a book? I mean, there's no reason not to. We are 14. We can't really do much else right now because we've got a region. Sure. Let's worry about managing around in the hopes I can get How to Build a Well. Not that I think we need it, but we'll still do it because those books generally tend to come out. It tends to be the most beneficial, let's put it that way. I'll write about my dynasty and get vassal opinion or dynasty opinion +5. Great, so now my aunt likes me more. That was a waste of time. Okay, so we've got titles that can be created. Sorry, I'm a little bit... I've got to remember what I did last time because I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. Court physician, that's a good start. So, Centul, the Count of Amiens. Actually, 23 learning it. You're more than welcome to. I don't really like making... you know, vassals, physicians, because there's obviously a conflict of interest there, especially if they don't like you. Court eunuch, welcome aboard. Caballo. Court jester, let's not worry about that one too much. Our vassals actually like us for the most part. It's not too terrible. Everybody's mostly positive, besides apparently this dude. Why does he not like us? Duke of Champagne. Dislikes us because our domain is too big. We are 8 out of 5, but obviously when we turn 16, if we can just keep the realm together for another year, I have a feeling that we'll get enough stewardship to be able to hold those domain anyway, so let's not worry about it too much. We also became a brilliant strategist last time. I have a confident... well, I have all the confidence that we should get that again because we had the whole horoscope thing. We've had a good education. We had both of the relevant traits for a martial education. We had rowdy and willful, both of which have turned out shit. But there we go. Okay, let's go, team. We've only got a last... what is it? When was he born? So, hover over the right one. 19th of December. So it's only a few more months, and in theory, we shouldn't have to worry about this. Enraging the masses. So this is the start of the Shepherds Crusade. Now, I've never seen this before in CK2, and I had no idea what it was when it first popped up, so it's kind of, you haven't got my edgy YouTuber reaction. Sorry, I'll dye my hair green in a minute and get a face cam so I can impress you all. Enraging the masses. The bitter losses in the previous crusade are still lingering across the Christian lands. The messengers of the Pope have travelled far across the realms of the faithful Christians to spread the Crusader spirit among the people, but the nobility is tired from the previous war. Essentially, the people want to go and do a crusade because they're all a bunch of racist xenophobes, and the Pope wants to do a crusade because, you know, he's the Pope. That's generally how it works. But the nobles don't want to because it's expensive and it's killing their people because the last crusade failed. So it's down to the peasants themselves to organise and declare war for the Holy Land. We'll see if they do. Worrying reports have reached your Marshal Julian. Our Marshal Julian, I actually had a bet about him last time, beat a girl, and we were approached by a vassal to imprison him. So this guy's clearly an all-round shithead. What is he? Wrath? Proud? Paranoid? I'll deal with it later. We will, because we have a regency and a council. I want to imprison him and, you know, take his gold back, but we can't, unfortunately. Right. Okay. How long have we got? 5 more months, and then we're done. Burn the Apostate. That seems like a great way to get yourself going here. Now, I don't know if I pointed this out. Our heir is Tortogl Painoglu, who is not, funnily enough, a member of House Karling. Our brother, apparently, matrilineally married a random Altaic woman, who is the granddaughter of a Karl. So, of course, he married the most highborn person he could find, which was apparently nobody. And then they had a daughter, or a son, sorry, who's now in line to inherit all of this. Like, literally half of the Holy Roman Empire at this point. So, I'm not overly confident that this is, that we're not going to get assassinated, but let's wait and see. Basically, we've got to focus on having an heir. So, the second we turn 16, I think we're just going to go family focus all in. And, you know, equip our arm protectors, get rid of those books that remove the fertility and all of that stuff. We've got a lot of artifact management to do as well, unfortunately, because we have a shit ton of them. We've got to work out what books are going to be best for that situation. Because we did have... Okay, thank you for letting me know. We did have... Why do we care about that dude? Raymond of Anjou? I don't care about you. So we do have 2 books, because we've had 2 saints in our family, both about reducing fertility. But I think, actually, we probably want to get rid of the... Oh, well, we can equip for a while, I suppose, until she comes of age. How old is she? 13? Alright, that's fine. I have learned that... I'm not touching that one. It's learned that Duke of Barnard denounced me harshly at a faction meeting. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. We need to get some diplomacy really and start bringing this together. Oh, here we go. The regency for Rayo Contra II of Burgundy has ended. Burgundy? Oh, is that what we're the king of now? Sure, why not? Alright, here we go. Oh, brilliant strategist. Okay, good. That's fine. Now, oh, nice. We got the same event again. That's fantastic. So we can get just. This is how I got just last time. That's great. We actually have much lower diplomacy this time around from when I played. Probably because we had... What did we have that we don't have now? I don't know, but we had like 22 diplomacy last time. But this is fine. It's very, very similar. A great, well-rounded character. We have slightly more stewardship this time around, which is good. Man, we still got to give away a domain, though. So let's see what we've got that we don't want. Okay, that's... Oh, we've got a castle here. Give that away. Problem solved. Nice. Ruler and crown. Now, let's get ourselves crowned immediately. We want to get all of our vassals on side as soon as possible, because I do intend on declaring war on the HRE. We've got 10,000 men. Am I going to fall into this? Okay, so here's what I did last time. I declared war on the HRE and lost. Now, it is a coincidence, the microphone. Well, I didn't lose it, but basically it was a losing war, and then I realized, oh my god, my microphone's not working, and I was very annoyed. We didn't actually lose it, but it was very, very difficult. This time around, though, he's got 10,000 men. However, we're uncrowned. Our vassals don't universally love us, which is not ideal. Let's first things first, let's get ourselves coronated for the +10 vassal opinion, because that'll help out a lot. Let's also host a feast, because that will do the same thing. It will give bonuses to our vassal opinion, which is very, very important. Right. Sure, offer you patronage, why the hell not? That's going to help out with our feast. Then we will go to war against the HRE, right? I think it's important that we get this done as soon as possible, because we don't want to fall into the same trap our father fell into, Au Contraire the First, whereby he became HRE, he lasted 2 weeks, he died before we could change Primogeniture, before we could pass all the council laws necessary to set ourselves up as the permanent rulers of the HRE. So, the younger this guy is, the better, because obviously the more time it gives us to do that stuff. So I want to get it done as soon as possible. Oh shit, because we have the Carling Cookbook, apparently we can cook good? I thought the cookbook part was a metaphor. I thought that was a metaphor for running a realm. Oh, I guess not. Written by Toot of Karling, this is supposedly a collection of dishes and delicacies. Are you serious? That's what Toot's life accomplishment was. Toot the Carpenter, along with apparently building 12 churches, wrote a cookbook. For the love of God. Well, thanks, Jamie Oliver. Most of the preparations for the feast have been made. Now I only have to send out the invitations. She said no. So so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to sway the people that say no. Or at least send them gifts or try and get on their good side. So this guy said no despite the fact that he likes us by 100. That makes no fucking sense. Whatever. Everyone else said yes, though. That's good. To the excellent Au Contraire II of Burgundy, I shall be honoured to officiate His Majesty's coronation, provided that His Majesty show his devotion by expanding the borders of the bishopric of Valais. He wants what? The grave shaft of right. Oh, he actually wants quite a decent province there. So that is like don't tell me, I'll find it. It's one of these. There it is. So it's this one. He actually wants that province. Well, oh god, that's a difficult choice. That's a great province. Oh, to be fair though, I was going to say it's a 5-holding province, well 6-holding province, but one of them belongs to the Knights Templar. Fuck it, go on then. You know what? I'll agree. Have it. Now that I'm a distinguished member of the Catholic clergy, because being crowned by a Prince Bishop gives you +10 vassal opinion, right? So we're definitely going to do that. Be an extravagant ceremony. We may piss off the Prince Bishop by obviously having an extravagant one, because he's like, oh, it's not what Jesus would have wanted, despite the fact that he's never known or spoken to Jesus. Maybe Jesus would have loved a feast and some jugglers. Only a few more days remain before I'm crowned, right? Before God and all my subjects, the guests have arrived. So we've got 2 feasts simultaneously on the go here. I apologise if my microphone's a little bit loud. I'm still tweaking it after I repaired it yesterday. Right, castles never looked lovelier. Welcome to my feast. Oh, how satisfied he is with the great month of festivity I've organised. Do you know, when I did this last time, it was like, oh, you big old idiot. Christ wouldn't want all these feasts, you big fool. Turns out, this time Jesus loves a good old turkey. I started talking to one of my guests, and we found that we had oh, great. We're friends with the mayor of Paris. Not a duke or anything. Not one of the most powerful dukes around. The mayor of Paris with his 570 men. Well, that's good. Meeting new rulers and exchanging ideas about politics and royal virtues has been an interesting consequence of this ceremony. We can gain 1 diplomacy or gain 1 stewardship. I'm going to take the diplomacy. Just because our diplomacy's come out pretty weak this time around, seeing as we are a prodigy. Now, we're also going to go with the family focus. Oh, that's probably why we have bonus diplomacy in hindsight, idiot. Anyway, we're still going to go for the family focus. We've got 60,000 men. HRE has 8,600. Oh. Well, that last time when I went to war with him, he had 40,000. We had 60,000. I actually fucked it up. Because a lot of my vassals also backed him rather than us. So, although we had 6,000 men, by the time they'd picked sides, we lost a lot of them. Interesting. I feel like we could just steamroll this dude and become emperor. Anyway, do we want to imprison this dude? Mayor, Anton, cut the throat of one of my servants. Imprison him, some gold will keep him quiet. Let's chuck him in prison, we'll ransom him back out in a minute. I had great fun and so did everyone else. 10 prestige, holding a large feast, and a lot of our vassals gain 5 opinion with us, which is good. Then we get Extravagant Coronation, giving vassal opinion +10, and on top of that, we get yet another +10 vassal opinion by being crowned. No, it's not, it's church opinion. Well, we do have a lot of church vassals. Shit, I thought it was vassal opinion, but I guess I was thinking of the coronation, huh? Right, what do people think of us now? Well, that's a lot better, huh? Guy who dislikes us most is an incapable idiot. He's a title claimant. Opinion of predecessor is actually going to murder us here, isn't it? Yeah, it really, really is, because he was a tyrant. Although that's the price we had to pay to take control of France. If we go to war now, will our vassals back us? I honestly think for the most part they absolutely will. We've got... Oh, look at all these dukes. Look at all these dukes who absolutely adore us. I think... Try and sway a couple of the ones that don't completely adore us. The ones that aren't completely brown-nosed than us. We'll, oh my god, we're also making 65 gold a month. We'll save up a little bit of cash as well. Bribe the others. This guy wants us to become his marshal. Sure, that'll let us get into the court a little bit. Let our vassal levies recharge a little bit more, because we've got another 3,000 men from our own personal domain, because we have 19 marshal now. Obviously, our own marshal plays into our own domain there, so we've got some extra troops from where we were educated. Let's do that. We also got Trickster. That's not very good. That's not very good. Honestly, I mean, last time we got Inspiring Leader, so again, I'm not going to be too bitter about my microphone not working. Ooh, Zealous. The local saint, Primogeniture, was inspiration... That's proper French, don't question it. Was an inspiration in many ways. Yeah, the trait Zealous. That's some more martial, my boy. That's great. Martial +2, so a little bit more troops. Church opinion a little bit more. Month piety a little bit more. Now that we've got Prince Bishop under us as well. Seems pretty appropriate. Right, what are we up to? We've got another 3,000 men, roughly, to reinforce. Duchess Dolcia is already friend of me. She's fond of me. Yeah, we'll move elsewhere. Well, I meant to click we'll move elsewhere, but it doesn't really matter because it's not like it locks us into that for another 5 years or whatever. Right, okay, let's see who is our lowest opinion duke. It is that dude, but he's an imbecile. He's incapable, sorry. Not the same thing at all. Don't get those confused. Tends to be quite offensive. This dude doesn't like us. Why? Opinion of predecessor, short reign, title claimant, ambitious, envious. Right, okay, so let's sway this boy. Try and bring him on side. Award honorary title? Regent. Well, that'll do it. Honestly, I feel like we're in... I don't want to piss around for too long trying to please vassals when we've got a fucking Holy Roman Emperor with 9,100 men. I mean, our relative strength at this stage is going to be absurd, right? We've got 648% of his relative strength. I'm going for it. Is this a bad plan? I don't care. I'm going for it. And in fact, before I do that, I just wanted to check the retinue sizes here. We can't afford a single unit of retinue. It's probably not going to help out that much, but hey. Right, is he at war with anyone? The suzerain of... What? Oh, right, he's the suzerain. Oh my god, I thought he had been turned into a tributary by a random sultan. I always get those two confused the other way around. Right, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. HRE, round 2. Now, we can just, obviously, you know, claim the HRE if we felt like it, or we could go for faction demands. Now, the thing that may actually end up being a better idea for faction demands is that people will be willing to back us in that. We will know for certain who wants to join us. Can we put ourselves up for the throne? Yes, we can. Ray contract for the Holy Roman Empire. Let's see if anyone's willing to join it. Now, I'm not going to commit to it too much because, again, we've already got 748 men. I don't want to leave it too long. Otherwise, he might start reinforcing troops. No one else wants to join our faction. Fuck it. Who cares? Let's just go for it. Honestly, we'll just swing. We've got claims on it. It's all above board. It's all legal. The Pope is fine with it. Claim the HRE. Ooh, lordy. Wow, that is a lot of boys all of a sudden, huh? Why did they not count as his troops? Oh, piss. I did it again. I said at the start of the episode, hey, don't do that again. Well, it doesn't matter too much. This boy, again, once fucking rebelled against me again. You horrid bitch. Right. Round 2. Here we go. How many troops have we got? 9,000. I don't know why his vassals aren't being included in the calculation for... Because, look, I can see more than 9,000 men on my screen right now, my dude. Why is that not adding up properly? Why are you guys not counting towards... So odd. I mean, I sort of knew that anyway, because we just looked at the round tree, but weird. I think we can still win this. You know, we just charge it as capital, keep a decent home defense force and all that. Right, move in, squad. Let's do it. I think we're going to be okay. This time I have a little more faith, because I know what I'm prepared for. Right, okay, our wife is a prodigy and short. That's understandable, that's fine. Right. Gold or prestige? We'll take the gold, because we might need to hire some Romans to help us. And when I say Romans, I mean literal, the Roman legions. Alright. I guess we just head for his capital. So I'm going to split this. We leave 20,000 men here. We send 20,000 men all the way over to this place, which is going to be quite a trek. Now, got some of his own personal troops here. Try and cut them off. Try and take them out. Right, okay. Those boys are dead as doorknobs. They're gone. Great start. That's going to count for very little war score, I imagine. 24%. I was wrong. I was wrong. That was apparently 24% war score. Just for that. Are you shitting me? It was 5,000 dudes. I mean, I'm not complaining, naturally. I mean, I think that's fantastic. Right, okay. So we're going to take a lot of attrition heading over there, but as long as we have the best commanders leading the army, the attrition will be mitigated to some extent. It's not going to be fantastic, but it's better than nothing. Right, HRE. What's his capital like? That's the real question. So Wittenberg is his capital. It's got a garrison of 1,000 men, so we can actually assault that one down. What's the fort level on it? 7. We can't assault that one down. Wait, is it 8 in this mod? I don't remember if it's 8 in this mod or not. Some mods, for some reason, do it with... no, 4 level 6 or whatever. Right, we're good. So it's going to take a while. Now, I'm actually going to build a fort here, just to try and, again, mitigate some of the attrition, because I don't want to die. All right, what's our attrition value right now? 4% per month. Oh, God, that's horrible. Well, I guess it'll be over in no time. We're taking... Wait, he's leading troops? My man? Excuse me, where are you leading troops? All the way over there. I'm not chasing you over there. Get out. Well, we will after we've taken his capital, I guess. Now, how many holdings has he got here? 3. Oh, my God, his capital's going to be dead in no time. Now, if we can take his children... Oh, my God, he's got so many children as well. That's great, because the more children he's got, the more war score there is for us to grab, essentially. You know, if he's only got 1 son, then you're just going to get the 50% war score on his heir. But if he's got, you know, 10 children, one of which is his heir, and you manage to grab 7 others, that's going to be a shit ton of war score. Why do you guys not want to be my advisor? Advise your king. For the love of God, okay, let's not worry about it too much. We'll have to set it all up again if we win this war. Alright, choose an ambition. Supposed to become a trained fighter isn't bad, although I would like to become a saint as well. On the subject to that, somebody left a comment saying that if you have a saint bloodline, then you only have a 5% chance, if I'm remembering it right, to get to when you fulfill the ambition to become a saint, to actually become beatified yourself upon death. So, they suggested the best thing to do was not add back the blood, the saint blood that we should have in our bloodline, but actually don't, because it's a little fucked mechanically. But actually what we should do is become a saint first and then add it back afterwards to give ourselves the fighting chance. Apparently it's also 25% chance of becoming beatified as a saint after fulfilling the ambition anyway. So we've lost out to the RNG, but it's sort of what we'd expected. It's not too far out the realms of possibility. We need to educate our wife. And you know what? I'm going to educate her myself. I'm going to get my boy, au contraire, to educate her, just because it helps build up opinion between the two. You know, if we educate her well and she likes it, then she's going to like us more, obviously. A saint in heaven. Saint Ferruccio. He was a very good character, actually. You know what? I'll let you off with that one, my friend. Alright. Shepherds Crusade. Nothing to worry about, honestly. Boom. Oh, that's a lot of people. Is one of those his heir? Ebard? Are you the heir? No, you're not, but... Oh, shit. None of those counted? Really? That sucks. Now, we can assault the next level down. And I think we can assault it down without taking too many losses as well. So I'm definitely going to do that. Nice. We lost 1,000 men, but, you know, we managed to get it very, very quickly. Let's also take out the church. Prison this dude. Boom. 82% war score. In a foreign... Sorry? Oh, God. This is a horrible thing to say. A foreign court can teach a child all kinds of important lessons, and everything from respecting to understanding and even adapting to other people's traditions. My ward, my wife, has learnt several important lessons of life in my court, as foreign as it may be from her father's court. Its father will be pleased. Call me daddy, everybody does. Right, okay, deliver into my dungeons. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory forever and ever. There's some troops. Kill those troops. Kill those boys. Right, and I guess we'll just start sieging random provinces now then, huh? Unless we can actually find the army that he's leading personally. It's still over there. You know, let's head over there. Oh, you know what? That's actually his... Oh, there we go. My wife is pregnant. That's what, honestly, I shouldn't have declared war without an heir. Honestly, that's very, very dangerous, especially when we ourselves are a good military leader, so we'll probably be leading troops ourselves. We are leading troops ourselves, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay, I just thought I'd double check. Right, hunt those troops down. Wait, what? Oh, he's there now. I'll say this every single series. I hate the way rulers can teleport around in CK2. Not only is it massively non-immersive, but you can also game the system massively. You know, oh, there's a big battle coming up here. I'll just quickly teleport across the earth to lead your armies. What's the point in setting up commanders? You only ever need 3, in theory, unless you've got 2 battles happening at exactly the same day, which is, you know, very rare that would happen. Especially battles major enough to need to move your commanders around like that. Alright, those boys seem to have been stopped. Now, if we can take them out, that's probably going to win us the war. 100%. Duke Gerald the Accursed was captured. Margravio Dietrich was captured, and you know what else? I think this looks a lot better under the control of a Karling. Father. Father, are you proud? 17 years old, conqueror of the HRE. I was going to say conquested. Fucked up my victory speech. Conqueror of the HRE. There we go. We've actually done it. A Karling in control of the HRE. That is the end of the series. No, I'm again kidding. We've got a lot to do still. You know, it's not really going to count if we immediately drop down dead again. Right, Primogeniture is next on the list. We need to reign for 10 years. Fine. No vassals fighting each other. Round peace. Fine. No count or higher tier vassal of this title has a negative opinion of you. We can send out a shit ton of gold because we are very, very rich. So that's fine. We need absolute rule or high crown authority. So we abolish the council. And that we can also do, my friends, with money. Because there's one thing we have lots of. And that's money. That was supposed to be Mr. Krabs. I apologize. I've done him a disservice there. So actually all we need is war declaration. And then to abolish the council itself. I feel like this is going to be very, very easy. Now, I have a lot of round management to do. I'll probably do that in between episodes because I don't waste a whole episode tidying up realms. Who are you? Sun and Devil of Tolosa. I think we need to tidy things up quite significantly. You know, get rid of some of this vassal size because that's pretty bad. I mean, that's pretty, really bad. What can we decentralize at all? We go for medium centralization. We don't need all this domain size. I'm going to try it. Opponents too. Well, they can... Oh, right. It's because there isn't anybody to be in favor of it. Livano, welcome aboard. I know that it says that he is not a fan of me, but by putting them on the council, they actually are, there you go, in fan, you know, willing to vote with us. Right. Well, there we go. Problem solved. I guess I don't need to do any brand management after all. Digital Kingdom of Lotharingia, we could just hold that for ourselves personally, because that would give us prestige, and there's also no de jure vassals, so they wouldn't give a shit if we held it. We've also got the next Duchy of Fratska, which we could make. Digital Kingdom of Tuscany, which we could make. What? Legia San Genesio. What that is. And the Kingdom of Lombardy. Kingdom of Sardinia. That one we could make just to tidy up our vassals very, very slightly, unless one dude holds it all. No, we could very slightly tidy up our vassals with that one. Kingdom of the Wendland as well. We've got a lot of kingdom level titles to make, which if we ever get close to our vassal limit, we should just, you know, do that to help keep things under control. But my god, that looks nice, doesn't it? 17 years old, conquests the HRE. I think that's fantastic. I think we've actually done a great job here today. If we release everyone, will it improve vassal opinion? No, so obviously I'm just going to ransom them off. Why the hell would I care to release them then? Thank you. We do have the option to end the Great Schism, and honestly, I think we're fairly close to being able to do that, seeing as we already hold a decent amount of Greece. Not a huge amount, but a decent amount. Take out the Basilia. Can we declare war on him? You can take King's de jure claim on... Oh, actually, we've got Thrace. Or Thrake, or however you say it, on Constantinople itself. Interesting. Is there anything else? We can do Unjust Conquest, or we could just fabricate a load of claims on his shit. That would be awesome. Just unify the HRE and the ERE. I don't want to do a whole other Roman Empire, you know, restoration run, but mending the schism is something we've never done in CK2. So I think that should be our goal. Not to make Rome, but to mend the schism. Not underscore any underscore in-depth underscore ruler underscore starts. Me too, my friend. Me too. Renounce Antipope. Get out of here. Get out of here, Antipope. There's only one Pope, and it's my boy, Homunculus, I thought his name was. No, it's Hadrianus. Seriously, we got rid of an Antipope? Renounce Antipope, but free investiture, so he's not happy. Oh, piss off. Well, I suppose we can... I'm happy to do that, because I honestly don't give a crap about investiture, personally. Okay, so our wife is pregnant, of course. We will spend some money to make Babby good. 80% chance of increasing the quality of work, or giving us a coal, but it will increase the quality of our work. Hey, vote in favor of popedom, unless you are a heretic Satanist who wants to be put to the stake. Why are they not voting? Why is no one voting? Oh, they're all opposed. Oh, fuck. Alright. Okay, well, in that case, we can buy some favors here. Right, let's buy some favors from the... No, that guy won't. Shit. Right, buy favor. There we go. Oh, 700 gold. Maybe not. How are you against papal investiture? You're a bishop. Okay. Well, anyway, let's... Hopefully those favors go through. Right, calling council support. What? Why can't we calling... I hope that's just an issue. There we go. Calling council support. Boom. I mean, it is an issue, but I hope that's just a... Au contraire the third. Unfruitful prodigy. He's an upgrade from us. Because we were deaf. He's an upgrade. Au contraire the third. You thought he would be shit. Au contraire, my friends. He's actually going to be called Au contraire the third as well, because obviously our father was the HRE, the emperor of the HRE, the whole HRE. He was a very large man. Why does the largest Karling just simply not eat the smaller HRE? Right, okay, whatever. Anyway, Au contraire the third, welcome aboard. We had a son, fantastic. Could we maybe have a backup one as well? A daughter is basically a backup son, right? And plus, you know, you're rolling the dice, so you don't know what you got for the son. But it counts as favor. Hey, actually, back me up then, my dude. You thought I bought this favor? You thought I sent you some gold just for the fun of it? This dude actually calling council support. Why? Not already influenced by a favor. Oh, dumb bishop. Calling council support, my dude? It's on the same council? Oh, right, he's not actually... We must have a favor from someone else. Who is pushing favors on the bishop, then? Julian the Bear. Julian. Oh, he's a loyalist, though. So why is he not... Oh, he's already voting yes? He's undecided. just fucking vote in my favor. Your influence, Julian, you're a loyalist and you're not actually voting loyally. And we can't buy a favor from him because he's a... Oh, God, this game makes me vomit sometimes. So you've already called in, returning the favor, voting yes, yeah, whatever. This dude, fine. We'll call him a favor on you. Buy favor. How much does he want? 1,200 gold. Return a favor to Julian the Bear. Return a favor to... Julian, seriously, you are sacked. You're off the council. Can't, because he's voting on a law change. If this law doesn't go through, I'm going to be annoyed. If the guy on our council, who's a loyalist, rejects my law... Thank you all for watching. Julian the Bear is going to be Julian the Yeeted when I'm done with him. I'm so... Why would the loyalist not... You know who is loyal? It's the insane top tier level patrons. Thank you for making the series possible in the first place. A big shout out to Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Sidini, Tim Bragg, Loris, Crosis, Vacuous Backers, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Michael Mullen, Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Pelvis Presley, Suna Kirito, Conspired T, Jimbo, Orcswolf, Fakuna Vasquez, Tom Terror 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Zazzy 7011, Baniel, Faust, and Eric B. Thank you all for your support of the insane tier levels on Patreon. It is most appreciated. Thank you for keeping the channel alive, uncensored, monetized, but it's demonetized. What I mean to say is demonetization doesn't matter because you guys are keeping the channel alive. So I can say whatever I want. And if YouTube take my money away, if Daddy YouTube slaps that spoon of monetization out of my hungry, hungry boy mouth, then I don't have to worry about it. And you know who else has a hungry boy mouth? It's Andrew Wilson, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, I See the Great, I don't know what that means, Jack Allen, Wolfie, James Barnes, Betimus Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, The Sage, Joran De Vries, Hajj Demar, Alpha Scuffton, Honey 27, Zach McDowell, Joseph Beard, Jordan Camel, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Sir Death, Asro, Nick, Will Wade, Hancock, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Anna Person, John Holiday, Zico, Jay Lara, Peter, as in people for the ethical treatment of animals, and Justin Block. Thank you all for your support on Patreon for aforementioned reasons. Hopefully that should be obvious.